Hey, bats, kiddos, Joker here, and you're listening to the Bob Culture Podcast.
Nothing between the lines of the page or at a time. Forgiveness is for angels, but this angel fell out of line. Lost in no second chance or redemption can be found. 'Cause you can't have the devil and the devil is running you down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a very special Hot Diggity Dog edition of the BCP. Super excited to have someone we've had our eye on for a very long time welcoming into the show. One of the most entertaining wrestlers that you'll ever see. He's a former Eclipse heavyweight champion. Check cagematch.net. I can confirm that. Please welcome to the show our good friend, Mr. Hot Dog Starks. Applause track. What's up,
Thank
Hot Dog
you.
Starks, man? Thanks for coming on, bro.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be on. So I just want to say thank you. I'm ready to have a great interview with you. So we'll see where everything goes.
Let's do it, man. Let's have some fun. Long overdue. Like I was telling you before, off camera, before the interview, like I'm getting my start on commentary. We'll talk about that in a little bit, man. And we really are heavy on the puns. Like we're very pun heavy. So when you get into the ring, man, I'm sure you're used to this. Like even with Lady Frost, we were talking to her about that. Like she gets a lot of the puns too. What's kind of like your reaction to the? Are you kind of like over it? Do you kind of embrace it? Because I see how much work you put into Hot Dog Starks. The persona is amazing. Like you came out of the snack bar at certain event. Like it's amazing. It's just like the little things, man. Like tell us, first of all, your philosophy with Hot Dog Starks, and then do you like kind of like the puns that you get on commentary?
I like puns. There's some puns that I've heard like a million times, and I'm like, I'm over that.
Yeah.
But like if I get something new, I'm like, ooh, I like that. I
Okay.
like that. I'll try to intertwine it with like whatever I'm doing, or I'll make a shirt about it or design it. So I like puns. Let's see. As my persona goes, man, being a hot dog, it's kind of easy and also kind of hard at the same time. Easy in the aspect of like I can kind of like do whatever I want. I'm a hot dog. Like you're not gonna get mad at me. But it's also hard because no one's gonna take me serious because I'm a hot dog. So I'm still trying to figure out how to change everything. I kind of unbundled myself to see if that
Nice.
worked.
Nice.
And it's okay for now, but like at the end of the day, I still miss being hot dog. I'm gonna probably wear the suit again. I don't know, take it off. I don't know, but I'm still working on the character. I've been a hot dog for 4 or 5 years now, and it's like a roller coaster. Like just how life is, wrestling is a roller coaster. Being a hot dog is definitely a roller coaster.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But everyone like says like, I was talking to everyone, like, I'm like, yeah, we're going to have him on the show. And everyone's like, he's such a great guy. Everyone's had nothing but like great things to say about you, which means a lot to me. Because in wrestling, I always say everyone's two people in wrestling, and that's not a knock, man. But
Yeah.
you're one of the good ones, man, from what I hear, man. And everyone was like, you'll go to the after parties or whatever, and you're still in the like full hot dog suit, like, yeah, he's the man, and all that kind of stuff, man. But going back to the puns, and I'm being very public about this, man. So we were doing the Pro Wrestling Magic Creatures of the Night watch along, and we were so excited to call your match, Nunes and I. And we're like, oh, he relishes the opportunity, and like the puns left and right. And I had written down all these puns, and I had said, Hot Dog, Mrs. Hot Dog has a bun in the oven. Congratulations to them, thinking I was being very, very, very clever in hashtag the pun disputed era. And I got a message from you, and you're like, hey, man, my family heard that. And my first reaction was like, okay, like what's going on? And you're like, I just got engaged. And I was like, oh, and like, so, first of all, I'm very, very apologetic. I apologize for that. But secondly, congratulations, man. That's huge. Congratulations to you, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. You know, because you could also do like that Ronda Rousey, like, oh, Kane is an Undertaker's brother, a whole kind of thing. But we live in this social media reality era of wrestling, which is kind of a gift and a curse. Like a lot of people use it to their advantage. Kayfabe is, you know, I only know a couple people that really, really just like live that. Like, what's kind of your philosophy towing that line? And again, apologies to your family, man. that one's on me, bro.
So when it comes to like social media and my personal life, I try my best to keep it like separated. I'll put my personal stuff out there if I want people to know. But sometimes I don't. And people don't really know who I am per se, or what I really truly believe in. But if I put it out there, I put it out there. If I don't want to put it out there, I don't want anyone prying into it. I'm very private in certain things. Like I announced my wedding date. I announced that.
Congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
So like that's what I wanted people to know. You know, I'm not letting people know anything else. But wrestling's wrestling, and I'll keep wrestling where wrestling is supposed to be. I don't really need to put my personal life into that, because my personal life, I don't think it's going to help me get booked or get me to places I want to wrestle in. So I like to leave those separate. If I can build a relationship or a friendship with like promoters or wrestlers, I'll do that. And we can discuss whatever we need to discuss privately. But in terms of publicly, I'm just not about it. I'm very, very, very private.
I get it though, man. It's like, you know, again, I'm getting my start on commentary, and I have become somewhat like, I bring in that like interviewer perspective, like what we do here, but obviously super baby face, you know, I talk to everyone, and, you know, I have little tidbits, like, you know, going into the match, something they said in an interview, very self-deprecating, but it's almost become like a persona of myself. Like I'm like Rob Williams is like another guy, and I'm starting to learn that, man. So I want to ask you this, like, obviously I dropped the ball before, but what would be your advice to someone getting their start on commentary, like calling a match?
Let's see. I would reach out to wrestlers. I would ask them, hey, what are your moves? So that way, when I call it, I don't mess up, I don't say anything wrong. Check in with them, you know, like, hey, can I say this? You know, can I say this? If not, I won't say it. You know, maybe have a plan going forward, and then have wrestlers look at it, or someone look at it.
Yeah.
So that way you have your do's and your don'ts.
Yeah.
That way you don't cross that boundary, you don't cross that line, and you rub someone the wrong way, you know.
Exactly.
I knew, you know,
I didn't want to do that, man. Yeah.
I knew you were joking. I already knew you were joking. I'm like, all right, he's getting some puns out there, you know. I understood. But yeah, other people probably won't take it well, and they probably won't even hit you up, you know. And then you have heat with somebody, and you don't want that.
No.
So
we want to make it better. We want to make the business better, bro.
Exactly. So like I said, I'm open. I can talk to you about certain things and whatnot. We can discuss whatever we discuss. But you know, I would think that's like the best thing to do. Also, you know, if you're dealing with a promoter and whatnot, ask them like, hey, should I say this? Should I mention the next up and coming date? Should I do this, and this? Just always check in with somebody. Have your notes ready, yes. But always check in with the people who are actually on the show. So that way, like, or even you could look at their social media. If they're not like me, if they're not private, and they're like, oh, did you know that such and such and such and such did this, and this, you know, or like you Googled me, or you went to my cage match. You go to their cage match, you just ask them what you asked me. Hey, was it true that you were on this, and this? And you know, that helps you, that helps the wrestler, that helps everybody else, that helps the promotion even. Yeah. So yeah, that would be my advice.
That's a great answer, man. That's the number one thing I get is like reach out to the wrestlers and get their moves. And I really try to, and I have like my little green notebook. I don't have it here, but I got everyone's like stuff in it. You know, I want to make it better. I want to do right by everybody. And I do look at, you know, like the cagematch.net, the socials, like you were saying, man. And speaking of which, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but I believe that you picked up a PS5. Is that correct?
Yeah,
How is it, man? I still have the PS4, bro.
My PS4 currently is right behind me. This is my game room, but my PS5.
Oh, you're a gamer. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a gamer. I got an Xbox One, and I got a PS4, and I got a PS5. My PS2 is jacked up right now. I gotta get it fixed or borrow somebody else's. Um, and I just bought my fiance a Nintendo Switch, so
Oh,
we kind
nice.
of here. But my PS5, I when I got it, and I went to the store to get it. I didn't order it. I didn't have to do all these other Twitter things. I went to a store and bought it. I felt like I guess I feel like Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins won the Money in the Bank. He
Nice.
cashed in. When I bought it, I like tried to rush home, but like I tried to take a cab home, and it was like over $100. So I was like, I guess I got to take the train or a bus. So I have to do that in New York City, and I live in Jersey now. So I'm holding this big box, and I'm like, get out of my way, get out of my way. And me and my best friend, we both got PS5s together. So we're zooming in the streets of New York, trying to get out of the way. Hopefully no one like stops us. I'm like, yo, what's in that bag? I don't want no one to see. I had a, oh man. When I turned it on, I just couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
I had to transfer my files, but as soon as I got on, I ain't get off. So
That's awesome. And would you get the Spider-Man game?
yeah, it came with the Spider-Man Miles Morales edition.
How is it? Because I played the one on PS4 and I loved it. I haven't finished the DLC yet, but I beat the regular game. How's the PS5 Miles Morales?
It plays so smooth. I'm on the last mission. So right now I'm trying to do like all the side quests and everything, so I can have it up. So when I finish it, I finish it. But I would definitely play it again after I finish it, because I've done that with like the PS4 Spider-Man. I've played and finished it like 3 times already. Because
so good.
I like the story, and the story kind of tied in with quarantine a little bit. If you like,
I thought the same thing, man. It was so crazy. Yeah.
I said, is COVID devil's breath? What is going on here?
I thought the same thing. That's so crazy that you say that, man. But you're the kind of guy, like, I don't know if you ever played like the Arkham games. Like, do you go get like all the Riddler trophies and unlock everything, all the suits? Like, you try to 100%.
That's me. I like when it comes to like any type of adventure games. So like Spider-Man, Arkham, Tomb Raider, I gotta get everything.
Wow.
I don't want to miss anything. So if I gotta go back and play that game again, I'll do just that, just so I can get it.
Yeah, man, dude, that's awesome, man. Nunez, obviously co-host with the most. He's usually like always talking about his retro games. I'll have to show you pictures of his room, man. But he's got like shelves of NES and Sega. It's like a museum, man. It's amazing. Like, are you into any of like the retro stuff, or PS2's probably as far back as you go?
My favorite game playing, and correct me if I'm wrong, was on Sega.
Okay.
Genesis. It was like a Ninja Turtles. It was a 2D scroller. It was 4 players. And
it was either Turtles in Time.
I don't know, but I remember
the first one.
O'Neil, she gets taken away by Shredder.
Yes. Okay. I think that's the first one. It's just Ninja Turtles Arcade. Yeah. So that was on. It was on a lot of. It was on regular Nintendo. It was on SNES, and then I think they re-released it on Xbox 360. But that's one of my favorites of all time, man.
I want to get that. They just made like a like the mini arcade one.
I saw that,
and I'm like, I need to get that. It's at Walmart, and it's. Like
I saw that Walmart. Yeah.
I'm like, if I can, at my Walmart, they don't have it. They have like NBA Jam and something else, and Pac-Man. I'm like, those games are cool.
Yeah.
But like, it don't hit like the Ninja Turtles game.
Oh, it's one of my all-time favorites.
So when I go to Barcade, that's when I really play it.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. And just not to be cliche here, man, but we do like to rewind a little bit. I could talk gaming all day, man, but get back to the wrestling, man, and rewind a little bit. You talk about evolving from Hot Dog Starks, but I want to rewind and talk about the origin, the genesis. Did a meteor hit the earth and Hot Dog Starks was born? How did this happen, bro?
It happened, I want to say by accident. It's so weird. All right, so I was at this Target with my best friend because I was like feeling really down. I got let go from my job. He was like, yo, you want to come to the mall with me? And I was like, yeah, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So we go, it's a cool time. He puts on this shark costume. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man. And then I put on this hot dog costume. All right. I'm like, yo, imagine if I wore this in wrestling, just talking. And I was like, I'm gonna make a video. So I propped my phone up and I put like the Heavenly Bodies Heart Foundation remix theme on. The one that that one.
Nope.
So I'm here stucking and jiving with the suit on.
Nice.
All right. So I made that video. And I didn't post it because I was like, I'm probably gonna get heat from this because the new Heavenly Bodies were like still using that theme. I didn't want to get in trouble. I'm still young in the game. I waited till 1 year to that day, 1 year later, because it was my birthday. And I was like, no one's gonna get mad at me on my birthday. It's my birthday.
Nice.
I can't get heat on my birthday. So I said, I posted that video 1 year later. And it just blew up. Promoters are hitting me up. You should wear that costume because if you do, I'll book you.
Really?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm all for it. But I'm not wrestling anywhere. I'm still like a Wrestle Pro exclusive guy. So I was like, I don't want to wrestle anywhere. But then Kevin Matthews was like, yo, Starks, wear the costume.
Oh, it's him. Okay.
So once he gave me a text, he's like, I hope you bought the outfit. I hope you bought the costume because you're booked for this show. It's like, what? And I'm like freaking out at this point. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I don't have this costume at all.
Yeah, you didn't buy it. Okay.
So I literally had to like go back to Target, look for this costume. I find one left.
Nice.
And it was extra large in kids. And all my costumes were extra large in kids. This is ridiculous. And I had no money.
Yeah.
And I had brought my best friends with me. I'm like, guys, I need help. Can you help me buy this? And they're like, I'm not helping you buy this like ridiculous thing. I was like, please, it's for wrestling.
Yeah.
So they didn't help me at all. I was very sad about that.
Oh, come on, guys.
Right? But my girlfriend at the time, she was like, here, take it. Okay. That money was supposed to be for W2K, whatever came out that year. But I used it for this hot dog costume. I finally get the suit. And now it's time to wrestle. And I'm asking around like, what do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do? Like I was already a character before. I was a kung fu master. What do I do now? I can't do this as a hot dog. And they're like, be a hot dog. I'm like, okay, what is my definition of a hot dog? So here I am prancing around this ring, shucking and jiving, taking selfies with fans, and jumping off the top rope at whatever time I wanted. When at the most opportune time, I'm jumping on the top rope cross bodies for flying wiener. And I was just over after that. And
yes,
it was just a great ride. So I was like, okay, I'll just stay here at Wrestle Pro for a year. And then when it's time for me to branch out. So that's what I did.
Wow, that's awesome though. But you mentioned being over, and like we talked to so many people, and there's a lot of people that are still trying to kind of find that niche or whatever it is to get that reaction from the fans, whether it be heat, whether it be cheers, man. And you come out, like I was saying to you earlier, like I've seen you live mostly at battle royals at places I have worked, man. And every time you come, your number's called. You get that pop, and even the commentary team, like you could tell, like we were excited to call one of your matches on the, not to say we were calling it, but it was a watch along, but the commentators, like they pop as well, man. Like the fans get excited. Like think about it, dude. You got that XL kids costume. You made it work. You know, I saw like now you got the hot dog tights as well. You got the stuffed hot dog coming out of the snack bar, whatever. It's like the little things, man. Like you got to give yourself some credit, man. Like you made that work. Like it's so over. Like what does it mean to you to get that pop from the fans every time you come out?
Man, I love it. I just want to cry.
Aw.
It's I never know like what exactly I am doing in terms of like helping people or making people cheer for me. I'm like, why do you want to cheer for me? Okay, I get it. I'm a hot dog, I'm dancing. But like people like have reached out to me like, yo, you saved my life. And I'm like, that's like,
whoa, yeah.
What do you mean? And I'm just very honored to even be in this position at all, to even be popular. because I probably could. I feel like only a few people can make like a character like this work.
Yes.
With me, I was doing a kung fu gimmick before this, and I was trying to be taken serious, and I hated gimmicks. And then nothing was going for me. So I was like, you know what? F it. I'm gonna just wear the costume. What do I have to lose? Like, I have nothing to lose. I don't mind wearing it. And it was just so much game, so much people who reach out, so many people who buy my merch, and it's like eye-opening because I'm like, I still don't expect it. I'm still grateful. I'm still happy. I'm still humble for every opportunity I get just to make someone smile, just to entertain somebody, because that's all I really want to do is make people smile and entertain people.
That's it, man. And I love that you said that, because at the end of the day, for me, I know it's a business, but to me, the biggest thing is those daddy-daughter dates, the father and son, the families coming out, smiles on faces, man. That's what it's all about to me, man. And you do that every time you come out, man. And I also know what it means to, reach out to a wrestler or look to a wrestler and be like, hey, man, like, you helped me out when I was in the dark place. You were there for me. You wore my shirt to the ring to like put a smile on my face when I was going through something. Like I get it, man. And that's really cool, man. And I get that you take that very, very seriously. But I do want to talk about the in-ring work, man, because we have seen you legit. Now, obviously, we know the stunner is one of the most famous, like, big moves, and a lot of guys try to do it, or a lot of guys do it, I should say. I shouldn't say try.
Mm-hmm.
But your stunner is great, man. The bunner, whatever you want to call it, man, it is great. It looks great, man. Tell us about like the work you put into that. It's clean. A lot of the guys get like the bounce back. Like, it looks flawless. And you're wearing a hot dog suit, mind you.
Yep. I just want to give a nice apology to anybody that kicked in the dick when I wasn't supposed to. I'm so sorry. My little legs can't get that hot sometimes. I'm so sorry. But I watched a lot of Stone Cold videos and a lot of Mikey Whipwreck. Stone Cold has a nice snap on his stunner. Yeah. So I always try to replicate that. I see other people, they just do it, wait like 1 or 2 seconds and then drop. And I'm like, nah, like Stone Cold. Maybe
that's what it is. Yeah.
And he breaks, like he does it so clean. So I just try to replicate that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call it the bunner now. So now it's, you got Stone Cold Stunner, and it's the hot dog bunner. So I try to replicate anything that's great. So you have all the Attitude Era guys, Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, even WCW. But I try to replicate all that and then make my own like moveset off of all that. So I got the bunner. I got the rock bottom. I call it the bottom bun.
Nice.
My setup, I do the little spine buster The Rock does, but that's I call it the mustard buster.
Nice. Yeah.
I got the people's hot dog.
That's the one. We were going nuts for that.
So I got the people's hot dog. What else? I got my choke slam is called the choking hazard. I have a submission that I used once. It was like Hell's Gate, but I called it something else. I haven't used it ever since, and I forgot the name of it.
Let me know, man. It's all going in the notebook, man. That's really, really cool. And maybe you hit it right on the head. I think it is that snap, like whatever it is, it looks amazing, man. And you're always a show stealer. What do you got coming up right now, man? I know things are starting to like opening up. We're all about the shameless promo here. Is there anything you got coming up, or anything that you're aiming to work for right now?
Currently right now, I have IWW next week.
Okay.
I think that's in Queens, New York. They just sent me the information about it today. I also have one CW the week after that in Houston, Delaware.
Okay.
So I got to take the Weenie Mobile somehow over there. What else do I have? I have a rooftop no ring scenario thing happening on the 3rd of July. And I might have a Poly M Cult party in Brooklyn. So that's going to be on the 4th, I believe. So those are that I've coming up. What I really want though, currently for 4th of July, I want Megabyte Ronnie.
I saw you posting some stuff. All right. Call out. It's a call out. It's a BCP call out. I love it, man. That's amazing, dude. Good. And keep killing it, man. So many things I wanted to ask you. Well, while we're on the Shameless promo, man, tell everyone where they can get the merch. You got some great merch, t-shirts, all that good stuff.
All right, you can find me at prowrestlingtees.com/hotdogstarks. If you don't understand, my name is Starkes with the E between the K and S. Yeah, that's you can find my merch. I might have 8x10s coming out soon and whatnot. I'm still trying to get back into my merch game. I was heavy in merch before. I used to like order the gloves I wear.
Yes.
All right, so this is what I would used to do. I would order 2 pairs. One I would wear to the ring, and the other I would sell. I would end up selling both pairs by the end of the night.
Nice.
So I got the first pair, and then someone's like, "Can I get this?" I'm like, "Sure," and I'll sign it, and then charge a little extra, and then here you go.
That's a cool piece. That's a cool collection piece. Yeah.
Also, I used to sell the hot dog candies.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back into that too. I would buy a box of 60, sell it for like $1 each.
So, however you continue to go forward with or without the bun, however you want to phrase it, man. Did you ever think about like doing a lot of like the social media stuff with like the tagging, like the Oscar Myers and the stuff and the pose, like holding their products? Because Savage Gentleman just got that Butterfinger belt because he's been tagged word. Like I could see that for you, man. I could see them getting on board with Hot Dog Starks and sharing you like a national like brand like Oscar Mayer, you with the Wienermobile. Like I see that taking off, man. Did you ever think about making like connections like that?
So I attempted to do that in 2018.
Okay.
And I had called out Joey Chestnut, and he actually responded. So any company I was wrestling for were like freaking out, like, oh my God, we have to capitalize on this.
Yes.
And they must have pressed a little too hard, and they kind of shoot us away after. They were on board at first, and they kind of shoot us away. But I'm gonna end up doing it again. I'm already calling out Megabyte. I'm tagging him in everything. But I don't mind tagging Oscar Myers or Nathan's or Sabret even. I'll tag them all. If I can get some type of deal with them, I will tag them all because I want to
see it, man.
Hot Dog Championship belt. I want something. Man.
French's mustard, like whatever, dude. Hi, dude. I see it, man. Dude, there you go, man. I see it taking off. And earlier in the interview, you did mention Stone Cold, The Rock, and all those guys. Some of the Undertaker's skill set or moveset as well, man. Like, who were your guys, man? Like, were you a fan as a kid? Like, who were your favorites?
My favorites, number one was The Undertaker, and that was from WWE or F or whatever you call it, and WCW was Sting. Those are my 2 favorites all time. Those are like top of my list. And then like if I had like secondary people, I would say Jeff Hardy from WWE, and WCW it was Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, wow. Those are some great answers, man. Yeah, I really thought about this, man. Who would be the dream opponent? Well, we'll do a 2-parter. We like to do it this way. Dream opponent on the indies who you haven't faced. I have some ideas. And then on the national level, I guess you could go like legend, future, past, whatever you want to do.
All right. I'll tell you, you'd be surprised on who I tell you.
Okay.
All right. So indies, I think it's kind of easy. I already mentioned them. He's hungry. I'm hungry. I want Megabyte Ronnie. Yep. I really want to face Megabyte. You see this man? He comes out with his hot dog scarf, hot dog knee pads, hot dog kick. Come on. He does the people hot dog too?
Oh, no.
And he wears a hot dog fanny pack. He's just like biting off of me.
It's gimmick infringement, man.
So I want Megabyte Ronnie. That seems it might happen. It might not happen, but that's something I really want. I'm not changing my Twitter handle until I get that match. That's the honest to God's truth. If I can't get Megabyte, I would love to face Effie once again because we faced each other twice and we're 1-1. So I would kind of want to break that. And I owe Leroy Green another L.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love Leroy. That's my boy.
Yeah,
but
big gamer.
So I got to beat him. So we got to have a series. I really want to wrestle Leroy again because he's leveling up. No pun intended, but he's leveling up really good. He's getting his game up. And I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up to Leroy, but everybody's leveling up. I think that's the way everybody should be.
Yeah.
And for my, I guess names, that's a legend or somebody from the past, I'm gonna say Gilbert.
Wait, say again.
Give me Dwayne Gill. I'll take
Really?
Gilbert. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I'll take him.
Good answer, man. I like that, man.
Because I want to have a better match than The Undertaker and Goldberg.
Yeah, gotcha. Ooh. All right, but yeah, that was no comment on that one. But I do want to ask you, no, all good, man. I did want to ask you this one, man. With this is like our favorite fan question to ask. So say you are on that grandest stage of you all and of them all, WrestleMania, and I'm sure you will be, man, because a lot of our friends, man, are getting signed to AEW Dark, what it is, man. 1 year from now, 2 years from now, you're putting in the work, bro. Say you're walking down that stage at WrestleMania. What band or artist is playing you down to the ring?
Man, if they might be Giants to play my theme song, I'll be happy. But
that's a great answer. I love they might be Giants. I seen them live too.
Really?
A long time ago, yeah.
So if they play the hot dog song coming down the ring, that'd be cool. But yes. I have to admit this. I'm very tired of hearing this damn song.
Yeah, right. I get it.
I'm trying to find songs that are similar but not different. Something that still has the same the same dingle, the same jingle. I'm still trying. I'm still figuring it out. They're the first options, but if I can get Alter Bridge as well,
so good.
If we get a hot dog version of an Alter Bridge version of the hot dog song, I would be happy. I'll be very happy.
Dude, I'm in for that. That's the best answer. But dude, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time, man. One more time before we get out of here, let's get that social media handle. And where can people book you, man? There's a lot of big stuff coming up. Things are opening up. Book Hot Dog Starks, please.
Yeah, that was my old hashtag. Book the hot dog.
Book the hot dog. I love it.
So, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hot Dog Starks, all in one word. You can DM me if you want to book me. You can book me for a podcast. I'll talk all day. You could book me to give a handshake after a match for the guys' pay, because I'll do that. I'll do whatever you need me to do.
I just got that. That's amazing. I just got that. Sorry, go ahead, man. That's great.
Hey, I can do it all. If you want me, you got me.
That's amazing, dude. Mr. Stark, thank you so much for taking a few minutes of your time. This is long overdue. Thanks for making this happen. Stay safe out there and continued success moving forward, my man. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you so much for having me, man.
All right. And like we always say here on the BCP, everyone stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We're out. Peace.
Peace.